can I get some clarity on what the next step is? What is coming for you in the short term? In the next few months, what can you expect? What should you prepare for? So we have Protector from the Serpent race. Raise your eyes to a bird in flight to connect to the divine. So I also drew this card in another reading, and the message that I had gotten was when we are looking up to a bird, we would say that a bird is above us. They cast a shadow upon us. But when we are snakes, we slither close to the ground. We only see what is right ahead of us. We can't see up. We don't see the birds that are flying above us, but we are still possibly cast in their shadow, and we might be aware when there's a shadow over us. So I feel like this is saying that snakes, they only can focus on the shadow of those above them rather than their own shadow, and they perceive that there is only what's ahead of them. Like, they are unable to see the perspective from above. Perspective from above, from abundance, is like a perspective that is all-encompassing. You could see up, down, side to side. When you rise to just like a more abundant perspective, you might be able to see things that people in a perspective that is solely focused in one direction might not be open to believing is even possible, because they are just so locked into their own perspective that they might not be in a position to see the perspectives that are also available. So let's grab another card. We have the Magician. What you identify with becomes who you are. Okay, so I'm getting from this card that the people you surround yourself with has an effect on who you become. So if you want to become someone who has not been through the experiences of the people that you surround yourself with, you might have to think, who can I surround myself with who has been through the experiences of the person that I would like to become? Meaning, put yourself in positions where the people surrounding you are understanding of the path that you want to pursue. They might not have experienced exactly what you want to experience, but if they are at least open to the possibility of the experiences that you foresee for yourself, then that's a good place to start. But if you are surrounded by people who invalidate your experiences and say that it's not possible, that's not feasible, like, you need to be more reasonable, like, this goes back to the abundance mindset. Like, if they don't have a mindset that's abundant enough to hold the idea that you can experience something that they haven't experienced, or they don't know people who have experienced, then that just means you need to, like, just be more aware of if the people you surround yourself with can hold the experiences that you will have or that you have had. The next card is the Playful Red Goddess. Life will be an adventure if you let it unfold from within. Okay. So this is telling me that you will not be able to like foresee all the experiences that you're going to have, but you are in control of making the next step. So if you allow life to be an adventure, if that's what you want out of life, an adventurous life, then it must unfold from within. It's hard to plan ahead for adventure because adventure in itself is unexpected, and that's what makes it so magical, because it's like you're going on a new path that hasn't been traveled, and that's what makes it an adventure. So allowing it to unfold means to make decisions, make the next decision that seemingly will bring you joy in this moment, because you will not know what brings you joy later down the road. If you're making 5 decisions before that decision, you don't know when you get to the 5th decision if it will actually be joyful. You're just hope so. But if you know yourself, you can make the next decision from a place of that's going to bring me joy, because you can already like envision how the next decision could work for you, even though it might not work exactly how you would want it to work. But if you have a general idea of what will bring you joy, then it should at least bring you some type of good karma. The next card is the 8-armed Kuan Yin. So this is a card of compassion. It says, when stuck in anger, cultivate compassion. So I'm getting a lot of the same cards from a different reading. Probably, maybe I should shuffle a bit more, but we're still learning. This card makes me think that there's going to be times ahead where anger arises, and your greatest asset in those moments is compassion, self-compassion, compassion for the other person who might have sparked or triggered this anger in you. Just recognizing that you both have perspectives that hold value, and it doesn't mean that you have to agree with the other person in order to live cordially. You can create an understanding of, we don't have to agree, but we will respect each other. And respect is definitely something that varies from person to person as well. Like, you could have different ideas of what it means to be respectful based on your culture and your habits. So just being on the same page, having an open communication and dialogue about what is going to result in a mutual feeling of respect is very important, especially for those that you live with or see often. Yes, I feel like this reading has a lot to do with family and friends, like the people you surround yourself with, the people you interact with in your life the most. Definitely you need to have a compassion for these people in order for the relationship to be healthy and long-lasting, if that's the goal.